outside is frightful or delightful, you need just a little bit of a taste of Africa. And if you love spice and different flavors, and you love it in a nice, beautiful little package, you're in luck. That's what we have for you today on Ottawa Eats. We're inside the African Queen, and today we're going to give you a taste of Africa. If you want the authentic taste of something that is, we'll call it a little bit different, ethnic. A lot of people here, whenever they live in the city of Ottawa, they think, oh, I need to travel to find the taste of something that's really different. But you don't. You can actually get it in a box.
Yeah.
And this is the man who's the owner and also the emperor, because you said that's how you'd like to be yourself. Is that okay if we call you the emperor?
Well, the president.
Okay, so tell us about what we're holding in our hand and why you would want to get this and put this in your freezer.
Yeah, the reason behind Taste of Africa is an attempt to get African food to everybody. Because African food, to cook African food, you have to get all the ingredients fresh, and then have to put everything together. It takes a hell lot of time.
Right.
So what we've done is to get everything and cook them in an industrial setting.
Okay.
Although we're not deviating from the traditional way of making the food. The only thing is that we're using modern methods to make the food, but retaining the original, authentic recipe. So we make the rice, we make the soups, so that anybody, even Africans, non-Africans, everybody can have a taste of Africa.
What would you say is the distinct flavor of African food? What is the one thing that you would say that's what makes it different, that's what makes it unique?
Well, what makes African food unique is the spicing. African food is usually a little bit hot. It's hot, warm to the mouth. And it's good for this weather. So so that's the distinctive thing. The flavor, the spicing. Because we use a lot of hot peppers, we use ginger, we use cumin. All those. When you have a mix of those flavors and those spices, it's usually something different. It's out of the world. Right, and you have the picture of the hot pepper right on here. Yeah.
So sure, people know this might be a little warm, just in case, some, oh wow, it's spicy. So real quick question for you, because we're holding a couple that you have right here, but what is your favorite one that you produce right now?
The exquisite soup is a favorite for a lot of people.
Okay.
Because you can use it for anything. You can use it to eat potato. You can boiled potato, mashed potato, fufu, even on rice. You can put it on rice. So you can use it for anything.
So it's multi-purpose.
It's multi-purpose. Okay. Yeah. And then after that is a jollof rice. A jollof rice is a kind of rice that is cooked in tomato stew, and then it's very popular in West Africa, and then a lot of people eat it all over the world.
You're making me hungry. I'm gonna gnaw through the box.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I won't do that. Okay, so this is the finished product right here, and you can buy this at several different locations. Quickly, where can people find this?
Here in Ottawa, you can buy them at the African Queen. This is where we are now. You can buy them at All Africa Market.
Okay.
You can buy them at M&J Tropical Superstores. You can also buy them right inside the University of Ottawa. They have a store right inside the University of Ottawa, Pivic, And then there's another location on Saint Laurent, G-Land. These are all the locations we're using for now. We're spreading, it's a new product, so we're moving to other outlets. And in Toronto, we have like about 15 outlets now. In Kingston, we have a couple of outlets, and then we're going to move to Kitchener and all the other locations. Yeah.
So, you are, in fact, an emperor. You're building an empire.
So to say.
All right, so there you go. So here it is. This is the finished product. We're going to find out how it gets into the box. Into the box. So we're going to do that now.
Yeah.
Can I eat the box?
No. You can bring out the product and then.
Put it back. I'm going to screw up here. There we go.
So this goes
I'm bad at organizing. We're in the nervous center of the Taste of Africa, and I feel that this is only appropriate. We'll start with a ceremony. There we go. I feel honored. I usually give out the awkward hugs.
Yeah, to make sure that everything is good with you.
Oh, Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
You're privileged.
How's the view? How's the view back there? Is it okay? Do I look nice?
Yeah, you look good. You look perfect.
I always look better going
It's like
away.
you are made for it.
Perfect. And have a nice bow.
Ooh, beautiful.
Thank you. Ooh, it fits my figure nicely. Okay. All right. Enough about that. Let's talk about food. So, if we're talking a traditional African dish, this is a staple. What are we talking about? A specific type of soup?
Well, this is a light soup.
Okay.
We call it pepper soup. It can be made from fish, can be made from beef, can be made from oxtail, it can be made from goat meat, it can also be made from chicken.
Okay.
So whatever you're using, it becomes that pepper soup. So today we're going to do fish pepper soup. I use red snapper and catfish. We usually prefer having this soup when the weather is kind of cold. Like for Canada here, it's a perfect soup for everybody. In fact,
It's cold all the time.
We should have it all the time.
Yeah, 365. It's freezing here.
You know, because we use a hot chili, really hot, you know, and then we also use a sweet pepper, garlic, ginger, dried ginger, onions, you know, bouillon cubes. And with ginger, we have the ground one. We also have cumin. We have
the
chili powder, and then garlic salt.
Okay.
You know, so I've mixed all this in here. So this is going to be my mix. You know, so I'm going to use this and put in the spice in for the soup, because this is the combination of these ingredients that gives it that special flavor of pepper soup.
Yeah.
You know,
so the key is the peppers and obviously
the peppers and the combination of the spices. So this is my red snapper and the catfish already seasoned. Put in some water, so you need a lot of liquid. You know,
so what's your favorite kind of soup? Are you fish, chicken, beef when it comes to pepper soup?
The best to me is the goat meat pepper soup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, goat,
you had to go off.
Oh, yeah. It's a goat meat.
You always have to be fancy.
Yeah. Goat meat is very, very good. That's the best for me. So I'm going to put in, you don't spice it a lot, you know, so just got a couple of pinches of the spices. So that should be enough.
It smells really nice.
Yeah.
It smells fresh.
Then my onions, I put in quite a little bit of onion.
We talked about this off camera.
Yeah.
Could you eat just a handful of onions if you had to?
Oh, sure, I can.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Didn't think he was going to do that. You made things a little awkward. Perfect.
Then the pepper, I'm going to use half of this.
Okay.
You know, because it's really hot. So I use half of this.
Do you use the seeds?
Yeah, if I don't want it to be very hot, I remove the seeds. But if I want it to be really hot, I'll do it with the seeds. So I'm going to take this portion.
Okay.
That doesn't have a lot of seed. So that will be easier for those of you here and every other person to eat it.
Is this the kind of pepper where you shouldn't touch your eyes after?
Yes, that's it. No, you don't do nothing after this, you know. It's very, very hot. Very, very hot, you know. So, okay, so this should be enough for the pepper soup. Okay, then I'll put a little bit of the... this is basically for the color, you know, because we want it to be...
Now, this is a sweeter pepper.
It's a sweeter pepper, yeah.
Okay.
So this doesn't...
Very nice color.
Yeah, very nice color.
It's even got a nice fresh smell to it, too. That's great.
Yeah. So that goes in here, too.
Now, I know you ate the onions. Could you eat the hot pepper, just a handful of?
I can eat this, but I can't eat the other one.
Oh, okay. I was hoping for the other one.
No, I'm not going to eat that one.
And we could turn this into an emergency rescue
show.
show.
Yeah. So for herbs, I use rosemary. You know, just a little bit, a bunch of fresh rosemary. Just cut them up a little bit. Not so much.
It always smells like Christmas whenever you...
Yes. Then I also use parsley. The curly one is usually the one that... because back home, there's some kind of herbs that we use, but we can't get it here. But this is the nearest in flavor to it. So I use that. Then some cilantro. So without using it too bad, you know. Any kind of herbs can actually do, you know, aromatic herbs. and kind of add the flavor to the dish.
So this, even though, I mean, when you say to most people, you know, a pepper soup, a pepper fish soup, people, oh, you know, fish soup and pepper, they think, oh, it's going to be really, but this, it's going to be really spicy, but this looks really fresh.
Yeah,
this looks something that looks like
everything is fresh. That's the good thing about this. Everything is fresh. You get green, everything, the vegetables, the spices, the peppers. Then I put in a little bouillon cube, just to add some extra seasoning. And of course, some garlic, you know.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people don't know why that's you would do that to garlic, so it lets it come out a little bit more.
Well, from what I understand, you know, if garlic, it releases the aromatic,
the flavors,
the flavors and everything in better when it's crushed than if you go cut it up into little pieces. So that's so our pepper soup is almost ready to the eye, but then now it has to go for the cooking process. So I'll cook it as a stew. I'm using the Rational combi cooker, which to me is the best thing invented in cooking since the art of cooking was invented in Africa.
It's all about the oven.
Yeah. So because you can set up any atmosphere. You can fry, you can cook, you can bake, you can steam, you can roast.
It's the ultimate machine.
Everything, it's the ultimate machine, yeah. So I guess they borrowed the idea from Africa, you know, where we started.
You're very humble. I like that. I like that. Okay, so that's the pepper soup.
Yeah, that's the pepper soup.
So you leave that in there, and if you were making this at home, how long would you cook this for in a normal oven?
About 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, but midpoint, when I start cooking it now, midpoint, I want to bring after the fish is done, you know, I want to bring some of the fish out, and then leave some segments, which I'm going to mash up, you know, so that thicken the soup.
Right, give it more consistency.
Yeah, give it more consistency. So that I will do. So right now, I'll leave it to cook. Then after a while, I'll bring out the segments I don't want to mash up, and then the other ones, I'll just crush them, and then put everything back again and boil for maybe 5 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got our fish soup. That's in there right now. So we're going to move on to the main course, which I'm very excited about. So we'll do that in just a couple of minutes. Glad that I have this nice apron on, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah,
it's
you're welcome.
very, very nice. We're talking chicken, and we're talking a very, very signature dish. Where is this from exactly in Africa?
Well, this dish, jollof rice, is actually from Senegal.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's eaten all over Africa, West Africa especially, Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire.
So you can find it everywhere.
Everywhere in West Africa.
Right.
Yeah. You know.
All right.
So, but the origin is originated from the Wolof people of Senegal.
Well, they get all the respect and all the credit then for this. So let's talk about some of the spices and what goes into this dish. So obviously what we've got here and some of these spices here.
The spice mix, the major ingredients: tomato. Again, we use the hot chili pepper, and then we use the sweet one, and then garlic. Yeah. You know, onions. These are the ingredients I'm going to use to make the stew, because jollof rice is actually rice cooked in a tomato stew. So first of all, the first thing to do is to make the stew. Then after I've made the stew, I'll now wash my rice, and then I'll cook my rice in the stew with chicken stock.
Right, so it's not everything at once.
No, it's not everything at once. There are steps. Yeah.
Okay.
So the stew first, and then the rice. And the thing to watch out in jollof rice is that the rice has to come out. It's not sticky rice. So that's why I'm using a long grain rice. It shouldn't come sticky. All the grains are going to be singled out. So you're going to watch out when you're cooking it, so that it's not too mushy. It's not too dry. You know, so what I usually use in my cooking chamber is that I set the atmosphere at 80% steam and 20% dry heat.
It doesn't get so
yeah.
Gotcha.
So it comes out, you know, perfectly cooked at all times. You know, so the spicing, a mix of different types of spices. We have paprika here. We have cumin here. We have Anything that'll make the dish, really good. You have some ginger here, so those are
and it's got a great color to it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the rice comes out reddish color. So here I've mixed up most of my spices. The tomatoes are here, the peppers are here. Everything is in there.
It smells amazing. I could take a bath in that. I won't, but I could. Okay, what's the first thing that we do then?
The first thing we do now, since I already have all my ingredients ready, is that I'm going to get me some oil. Just a moment. Okay, I can put in all my ingredients, the peppers. Okay, usually I prefer to kind of pan fry the onions first. Right. Kind of blanch it for 5 minutes or 4 minutes.
Right.
Then I bring it up before I put the tomatoes. So let me get a little oil, not too much oil because I don't want the rice to be too oily. So enough oil to fry the tomatoes and also to fry the onions. So first thing to do is put it in, pan fry the onions, bring it out, then I put the tomatoes.
Right.
In.
Okay.
Yeah, but an alternative way is I can do all at the same time. Like now I got my tomatoes, but it's usually better to do to bring out the flavor in the onions. Got my tomatoes in, and then I have my spices. Then off it goes for stewing.
Okay. So that's the stewing process, and then we're going to work on the rice and the chicken, and then I'm going to eat it all. Am I allowed? Am I allowed to eat it? Perfect. Okay.
So while the tomato is cooking, I'm going to wash my rice. Usually, why it's preferable to wash the rice is because the rice comes with a lot of starch. So I want to reduce the starch a little bit. So I soak it in warm water, so that it gets, you see the white stuff coming out. Yeah. Okay. That's the starch coming out of the rice. Because if you don't do like that, when you cook it, it kind of the rice sticks together.
It's got that filminess.
Yeah. So I don't want it to stick together. So that's why I want to wash my rice first and get out as much of the starch as I can before I now put it down. I now cook it in the stew. So
we've got your stew in the oven right now.
Yeah.
You've washed your rice.
Yeah.
It looks lovely, by the way, nice and clean.
Yeah, that's it.
So you've got this. So once that's done, you're going to put the rice in with the stew.
Yes, that's the next step, and then cook it, as I said, in an atmosphere of more of moisture and maybe 20% of dry heat. So that's what I use, and that gives me a perfect.
The chicken. What happens with the chicken? When does that come into play?
Then the chicken is I'm gonna serve the chicken. It's gonna I've already this chicken. I usually prefer using a chicken thighs because the muscle and the taste to me is very good.
Yeah.
So the chicken is gonna be placed. It's served with the rice, but I'm not gonna cook it inside the rice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pan fry the chicken, kind of roast it, and then we'll be served with the rice.
All right. So once all that's together, the stew and then the chicken itself. You cook separately?
Yeah, the chicken I'm gonna cook separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna cook it separately. But alternatively too, if you want, you can cook the chicken in the rice. But the best way to go about it is to cook the chicken separately.
So while your stew is in there, you're working on the chicken.
Yes.
All right. So it's in the oven right now. The stew's in the oven. Wash the rice. We'll cook the chicken separately, and we're going to come back, and then we're going to combine everything, and then you're going to make me eat.
Make a dish, yeah. But there's still one more dish that will go with this.
Yeah.
That's a fried plantain, which comes in as a side.
And I've got a very important question for you about plantains, but we'll find out after.
Okay.
So we've made our two dishes, but there is something that always goes with anything that comes from Africa. You've got this massive weapon here. I thought it was a banana, but this is a plantain. What's the difference between a plantain and a banana?
Well, I would say the plantain is the bigger cousin of banana.
Okay.
No, they're in the same family.
It's the nice obviousness of people from Africa. Yeah.
They're in the same family. The usual thing that the plantain is usually a lot bigger than the banana. And the banana, if you notice, the color of the banana is a little bit, this is more golden. Yeah. The banana is more yellow. Okay. Okay, and this is, if this gets really ripe, it could be sweeter than the banana. Really? Yeah. And in Africa, we fry it, we cook it. You know, if it's not ripe, it's green. And then when it's green, we can cook it. You know, make different types of dishes. Yeah, but ripe, so it's a lot. We eat it a lot. You know, different ways. You know.
So how would you cut something like this? So we're gonna deep fry this.
Yeah. So this one, when it's ripe like this, it's better to fry it. You can also roast it. You know, but today I'm gonna fry it. So how I just cut down the middle.
I've never thought of doing that. Would that work with a banana too, probably?
Yeah, you can.
I gotta start
then
doing
you just take out the back. You know, that's it. You know, so you can cut it any way you want to. You can cut it like this. You know, any way you want to cut it. It all depends. The decision is yours. You know. So.
And after you cut it, you put a little bit of salt on it?
Yeah, I put a little bit of salt and then like this now. So I just sprinkle a little salt on it because the salt kind of heightens the sweetness of the plantain.
Yeah, that sweet and salty flavor is always a very good combo.
Flavor, so just a little salt and then it's ready to fry, you know. So I'll put it I'll just put it in there.
Okay, and we've got some right here that are ready to go.
Yeah, like there's some that are already fried. You can actually taste this. I cut this ones differently. I cut them in wedges. Yeah, but it's the same thing. Yeah,
okay. So I'm gonna try one of these.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, so I've never had a plantain like this before. It's like candy.
Oh yeah, that's natural candy. No added sugar, but it's not natural sugar.
Wait, so this is healthy?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm out.
It is.
I'm out. Yeah? No. Okay, so this goes with a lot of different dishes, but we should say the things that we made today, these are things that you can buy in the store. For example, we've got this incredible this chicken dish right here.
Jollof rice.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It looks amazing. And we've also got the pepper soup as well.
The pepper soup you can order there because we don't have it in the packages yet, but you can place order, you know, for fish pepper soup, a good pepper soup, oxtail pepper soup, or chicken pepper soup. You know, okay. It's good for this weather, very, very good, hot. You know, so Tom, why don't you have a try?
Try and stop me.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I get the broth or?
Yeah, the broth and then.
That is amazing. Wow, and a beautiful spice to it too.
Yeah.
Not too much, but you said it's too weak for you?
No, it's a little weak for me.
It's more than enough for me. Yeah, that's amazing. So there you go, that pepper soup, it's absolutely unbelievable. We've got the amazing jollof rice right here. Now with this, the chicken real quick, what is the spice on the chicken that you've got on there?
Well, what I have on that chicken is sun-dried tomato, garlic, ginger, and a little tomato paste.
All right.
Yeah, that's what and then salt, of course.
So there you go. Taste of Africa. You can get these in store. What we've made here, it's in the box, and it's very easy to prepare. And if you read the back of these boxes, you'll notice that there are no preservatives.
No preservatives.
Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you very much, Tom.
I'm going to keep eating your soup. You have to get your own. All right.
Go ahead.
There you go. Thanks for watching Ottawa Eats.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's it.
Are you going to get your own, or are you going to keep watching me eat?
Let me get mine.